Hey, peace, everyone, man. I want to take a moment to speak to my survivors, my folks that suffer from tragedy. I went through some type of trauma. You know, this shit, trauma messes you up internally so bad. And it's hard to rationalize and really understand what a person going through if you've never been there before. You can have compassion and your heart can go out for them. But man, there's a lot of people out here really struggling mentally with the loads that they carry and they bear. And most of the people that's dealing with it, the reason they struggling is because they feel alone. They feel by themselves. They be sitting there in a group of hundreds of friends, family everywhere, or if they maybe don't have none. But I promise you they feel alone. It's like, I know I had a lot of support throughout my situation, but it's a lot of days where I was there feeling alone, feeling like nobody understood, feeling like nobody will ever understand what I'm going through. Climbing my way out of that hole was a fight. It was a day for day fight. I could not take one day off and I would not be here. I wouldn't be right here talking to this camera. It would have been so easy for me to go the other way. I thank God I had little babies that was right there watching me every step of the way, that was filling me with energy. Days that I didn't even had it. I had to pull energy from my 1-year-old daughter, my 3-year-old son. These little kids was pouring into me and didn't even know it. I'm still broken, just hopeless, wondering where my life was gonna go. Still not knowing where my life is gonna go, man. I was talking to my psychiatrist the other day and I told her, I was like, you know, me and her had been talking almost 4 years. And I remember when I first met this lady, we met under some terms that she got a connection, you know, because of what she did for me. And I remember she used to come in the hospital room and just talk to me, and I would just tell her, man, I done more talking when I was in the hospital than I did it my whole life. I opened up so much, and I'm just telling her about my life and what I went through and everything. And, you know, then when my amputation came, I hated everybody. I hated every fucking body, man. I felt like, I don't know what I felt like, but I didn't feel alive. And I left that hospital and I said, you know, I went into that dark hole. I quit going to my burn survivor groups. Everybody, you know, medical workers telling me I need to get some help mentally. I'm pissed off, mad. I'm going every time I go to the doctors. I'm madder and madder. Nothing is going right. Everything is going wrong in my life as far as this situation. And this same psychiatrist, she went and found me at one of my appointments. I came out the doctor's office. She was sitting right there in that lobby. She said, Kendall, I told you when you left the hospital you was not going to get away from me. And I just knew something in me. This was like, damn, somebody cared. Somebody cared. And it's been one of the biggest blessings in my life was to go and just start on my journey of getting help. Now, granted, I'm not finna lie. It ain't easy opening up to this person, somebody that I don't know. I'm a man who don't talk or who never talked about his issues. So I went through recovery and therapy for 3 years, just pussyfooting around shit, saying what I think she wanted to hear. And I'm gonna tell you right now, my survivors out there, if you ever go to a psychiatrist, therapy will never happen for you if you don't open up and just be truthful. You will not, the professional ain't gonna be able to do their job if you just don't be truthful. So here I am almost 4 years later, and me and my therapist having conversations, and I'm talking to her and I'm like, I honestly don't know if I've really been dealing with what happened to me. I honestly feel like I just tried to put much of it in the back of my head and just go on with my life. Working, pouring into my kids, doing this music. And I'm sitting back just reassessing the situation. And sorry for this long message. I'm sitting back reassessing the situation like, you know what, Kendall, if I don't bring some of these issues to the head, they're gonna destroy me later on in my life. While I'm right here fighting to get to a place of peace and happiness and being able to sustain and take care of my family. Once I get there, I don't want to have to still deal with this. So I'm dealing with, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to step up to the plate and I'm going to deal with it now. And I'm sorry to take up all your time. Like I say, to my survivors out there, I love you, man. I understand what you're going through.